Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to episode number 37 of Playing with House Money on the Toilets to Totals Network. I'm Ice. You can find me on Twitter at Iceman_1013. And this right here is my boy DJ Pru at PruBaby10. How's it going today, my guy?
Doing all right. I'm a little more calm than I was a couple hours ago. But yeah, I'm happy to be here. We're always good to be at home. The Playing with House Money episode is always feels like home. And basketball's back.
Yeah. He's feeling calm. If you don't know why he's feeling a little bit calm, just we dropped an episode an hour or so ago. Who pissed off Pru? It's our recap show where we talk about last week and all of our winners and all of the bad beats. And he's got all of that off his chest, so he's feeling a lot better this week. So if you had any bad beats or anything like that, and you want to share them with us, share them at PW_house money. Tell them what, or check out the episode. The recap episode and post in the comments there. But yeah, we have NBA back tonight, right?
Yeah.
So All-Star weekend, and we're back with
joke. Michael Jordan. I know Mike just doesn't even bother. Mike probably looks at that. Michael Jordan probably watches that game to laugh. He probably that's his entertainment, like Love and Hip Hop. You know what I'm saying? It's horrible. But yeah, I don't even know why I would be that excited about the NBA coming back, to be honest with you. It's really just stuff to gamble on. It's just something to gamble on. So
it's just a very degenerate response. Because as we know,
sucks.
It was
the week sucks.
Blowout central. So want blowouts to bet on instead of
it sucks.
an All-Star game where there's no one wants to do anything. Whole league is terrible, but I've tried to pick out a couple of games from every day this weekend that we're going to just have a quick talk through quickly. Some games that I like the look of. We start off Thursday this afternoon or later on this evening. Sorry, with Phoenix Suns going to Dallas. I like the Suns. I like to bet on Nurkic. I feel like this is a good game for his double-double.
I want to check the stats on him from their last matchup because I remember a matchup earlier in the year that he didn't play a lot because they wanted to play small ball. But I don't remember what he did last game because that was the game Devin Booker went nuclear, 66, and that was a great night for me. That was a very great night for me. That was. I'm hoping I see that D book again. To be honest with you, and him and Luka.
That back, right? Yep.
Him and Luka, they butt heads. So we'll see if Luka gets that revenge for that one. But what are you feeling in that game, other than Nurkic? 20 points. Is it going to be 20 points or is it going to be rebounds?
Both. Both in this game. I feel like Dallas give up a bunch of it. Dallas shoot a lot of threes. Obviously, Luka, Kyrie, Timmy Hardaway Jr. They're all shooting threes. So they do give up a lot of potential rebounds. So I like him. I'll probably play the 20-12. That's what I normally play with. I
was going to say
points, 12 rebounds.
Yeah, the double has no value.
No. So I'll probably play that. But yeah, I mean, you're right. I think depends which book shows up, right? And he has two of the last 3 games against them. He's gone off.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I'm obviously going to play it. I'll probably play book. Probably 35. 35 and probably only 3 threes, to be honest with you. He doesn't shoot a lot of them all the time. I know the last couple weeks he has been, but I don't like risking it with the threes, but you can still get pretty good value with him at 3+, especially with 35+. It'll come out to 400, maybe 275 to 375, somewhere in that range, depending on what I get that 35 for. But I'm really thinking that this is the game Luka shuts him up. Once Book gets a little too, too eccentric, Luka starts to run that killer on and come out for blood. So, and Luka's obviously well rested after his All-Star game performance. So, I think
that's his.
So I'm thinking I'll do 5+ threes for Luka. Probably won't even mess with the points and stuff like that because I think his line is always like 31.5 or something crazy. So, yeah, I'll probably do like 8+ rebounds and 5+ threes, like on a weird 2-leg, because he always seems to hustle a little more in those games for the boards. So, yeah, I do like that matchup all the time. It's two teams that hate each other, so right up my alley.
Yeah. And I think while you're on the threes, like you say, is gonna, like, if they do try and shut up Book and stop him shoot, like Bradley Beal has been on a bit of a tear on the threes. His line's only 1.5. So he's like minus 128 for 2 threes. So I feel like his 3 threes is going to be in might be in a lot of plays in this game.
Yeah. I think he's one of those players where, like, once he gets going, it's literally lights out. Like, he just starts going off. But yeah, I would have to see it. Obviously, when I say all these things, guys, I mainly just live bet NBA. If you haven't, realized that or heard on the other episodes. But if I see Bradley Beal start off early, even with just like a couple shots, any one jump shot, like first attempt, I'm taking it. 20 plus 3 threes right away. So yeah, the 2+ 3 has been good value for him. And KD's 3-point line might still be 1.5 too. He's been shooting a few of them now too when he notices he has to get it going. So yeah.
Yeah, his line's at 2.5, but for plus 124 at the moment.
Yeah, they finally moved it up. Don't take 3. Take over 2.5.
And then the other game, the game later on in the evening, I like is just, again, from a betting perspective, the Charlotte Hornets at the Utah Jazz.
Two of my favorite teams to bet on, easily. You know that already. Love it. Who you going with on Charlotte though? Your boy.
It's the toss up, isn't it, between the two of them? Which one's it going to be?
I'm going Miles Bridges. I can't do it anymore. I can't do it with Brandon Miller anymore. I can't. And I know he's going to go off, but I can't. I just can't do it, bro. He's an anomaly. Like, that kid is an anomaly. Like, so I'm going to go Miles Bridges, 25 plus.
Yeah, Miles Bridges.
Surprisingly.
Yeah. Yeah, and great value on his threes as well. Over 2.5 plus money, plus 110.
Really?
Plus 110 for 3. Yeah.
And I'll probably get minus 110 for the 25?
No, I think you're going to get plus money for the 25.
No,
yeah, plus 130. Plus 130 for 25 points.
Sign me up. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. And this is a game. This is you could take 25 points for him and Laurie, both plus money. Yeah, they're both plus money. 25 points for those two, and then maybe 20 points for Miller and Sexton.
Yeah,
if you want to trust Brandon Miller to get that,
you want to trust Colin Sexton to get 20. Shit, he stops at 16 all the time. But his coach, I don't know. His rotation is weird, man.
Yeah.
His rotation is so weird. Like, and I remember telling you when I watched one of their games, he scored their first 8 points, and then the coach pulled him for the whole first quarter. The whole first. And it was like 8 minutes left in the first. So I'm like 8.5. Came back in the game, was cold. Never got going again. I'm like, bro, what the hell is that? And then I don't know if it's like to get Jordan Clarkson on the court more or what it is, but I don't understand his rotation. So that's why I've kind of stepped back on Colin a little bit, except for I'll throw a dart at his threes every once in a while, but he doesn't, he's not the greatest 3-point shooter. So you have to kind of find him on the right nights, but 20 plus, if he's aggressive, man, I love his value on that for sure. Laurie, though, you know how I'm rocking with Laurie. Hey, the finish shooter. The finish shooter out there. I don't care if he goes into the fourth with 0. I'm still thinking he's going to hit.
Yeah, that's definitely. I think it's definitely one of those games as well where we can play the old 5-4-3-2-1.
Yeah, it's going to be 140 to 145. There's going to be 0 defense in this game. They're going to be running up and down the court literally the whole game. It's going to be like playing Indiana.
Yeah.
Nobody guards anything. Like, and they try. That's the worst part. It's great for us, but yeah, it's going to be a high scoring game. That I'm pretty confident on. Love that matchup.
I mean, yeah, I love the 5-4-3-2-1 I've literally just put together here now for
plus Laurie. It's Laurie, Book, Beal.
No. Laurie, in this game for just the one game.
Oh, okay. It's Laurie, Clarkson
Laurie for 5. No,
Miller for 4. Miller for
Bridges,
4.
Bridges for 4. Just
really,
yeah. You're going to leave Brandon Miller out of this just because.
Oh no, because I just talked about him. So now you have to play it now. Brandon Miller for 4, Bridges for 3, Sexton for 2,
Right.
and then John Collins for 1. That's
John
the
Collins
play.
for 1. Yeah,
That's the play. Hell yeah. Let me put that in right now. Y'all heard it here first. Laurie for 5, Miller for 4, Bridges for 3, Sexton for 2, and John Collins for 1. That's my play. I'm glad you gave me that idea. Thank you.
Plus 5,200.
Yeah, you got my attention.
Yeah.
I'm running that for sure.
Yeah, so that's the games for that kick us off tonight, and then we have another big slate tomorrow on Friday. Kicking us off on Friday, the one I like is Toronto Raptors going to Atlanta. Just think there'll be some value in that one. I don't have any lines on FanDuel because obviously there's a whole slate on Thursday, bunch of games, so they're not going to give us lines for Friday. But I like that game for multiple players' lines, like Trey, obviously 3s, assists, points.
It's a guy I'll admit he's a guy I do not bet on.
Yeah,
I just can't. The assists I do. That's a lie. The assists I play often actually. 10 plus is I love his 10 plus value, but yeah, I'm just scarred. I have PTSD betting Trae Young from last year. Like when he just wasn't shooting threes. It wasn't even that he wasn't making threes. He just wasn't shooting threes.
Yeah.
I'm like, who is this guy? Like, bro, stay in your bag, bro. Stay in your bag. All right.
But then, on Toronto on the other side, you've got Scotty Barnes could do, a bit of damage on the rebound side. I do like him for some rebounds in this game. And then you've got obviously Emmanuel Quickly for his 3s. I think this could be another one for 3s, like quick. Scotty Barnes, Trae Young, Dejounte Murray could.
Now that's what I was going to say. That's what I was going to say. Because that's my dog.
Yeah.
Emmanuel Quickly. Some of the best 3-point value you will get on any sports book in any league. Like, bro, the man, I don't know what they be thinking he's not one of them.
Yeah.
Like, he's one of them. He one of them ones, bro. He's putting them up and he's shooting and he's sinking them joints. I need it. I'm taking him for over 2.5 for sure. Scotty is another guy where I'll only probably take like the over 1.5 threes.
Yeah.
Because like I don't know if it's like because he went to Florida State or what, but like when he fails me, I'd be so upset. Like, Scotty, what the hell, man? I'd be treating him like he Tim Duncan or something. I need 20, 10, and 10, bro. Like, and 2 threes. Like, what the hell, man? It'd be blowing me. But yeah, I do like betting on Toronto. Atlanta, I'll probably leave alone. I ain't gonna lie. And don't get me wrong, me leaving them alone will probably help you all. So
yeah, I'm taking Big Bogdanovich, his 3s, because
that's your boy.
I mean,
the man is brother.
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah,
I love when they both play on the same day at the same time, which unfortunately is not. Maybe
the double Bojan. The Bojan,
yeah.
the Bojan, and what's the other one? It's similar, isn't his other name like really similar?
Bogdan and Bojan.
Yeah. Bogdan and Bojan. Yep, Bogdan and Bojan.
Yeah. When they both play on the same day, they don't like no, they don't play on the same day. This weekend, unfortunately.
Yeah, we got to catch
that. Which is a shame because when they do, that's the one where they take them both for 5 threes. Yep. Love that bet. But yeah, he'll be in there somewhere, and then another one I just think, one of the later games in the day on Friday. Oh no, it's not. It's another early one. Is Washington at Oklahoma City. I just think that one is always, my boy for Washington is Denny.
Yeah, he cold. He cold-blooded, bro. Hey, I love betting on Denny. Everything too. The 20 plus is always such good value.
Yep.
He been cracking it too, like easy. That big game though, the 40-point game is gonna adjust that.
Yes, absolutely. But yeah, I definitely think he's gonna be one. Obviously, Kuz all the time for them. He's like for the most part, he has to play. Like Denny stepped up when Kuz didn't play that 40-point game, but I think with him back, you'll get the value back there. And Oklahoma, Jalen Williams, love taking his points. It's halfway through the first when he starts off like 2 points in the first quarter, and then we take him for 20 points.
He's one of those guys I realized that I do need to just. He's another guy that I have to see get going. He's like Bradley. But when
and I'll tell you what, I don't think I even ever told you this, but I did that, and I took him at like halfway through the first quarter. He had like 6 points in the first 5 minutes. Yeah. So I took him for 25, and it was like still like huge value. It was like plus 750 for 25 points. And then at half time, he had like 12. And I was like,
but that's still decent. 12 is still decent though.
Yeah, it was. But I was like, he's doing nothing. So what did I do? I was like, oh, there's other shit on. I'm gonna cash it out, and then he finished with 26.
Yeah, bro, he's halfway there at 12. What do you mean?
Yeah, well,
he's halfway there at halftime, bro.
Yeah, well,
that's crazy because I try to catch
that's the last time I will do that. It's the last time I cash out a bet. Once I hate the cash out option. Like once I've put the bet on, I put the bet on for a reason.
See, no, I don't agree with that though. You only feel that way in hindsight.
If it's a straight.
Yeah.
Yes. Like if it's a parlay, if it's a 10-leg parlay and it's down to the last leg, and I'm like, okay, now
I'll agree with that. I'll agree with that because the cash out ain't worth shit until they're basically there. You know what I'm saying? You're like, I might as well just you ain't getting me. You know what I mean? I need it all. So like I agree with that part, the straight, but I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, that's a crazy cash out. Like that's one that you should have definitely texted me about because he halfway there. Halfway there. I try to catch another guy that we're going to talk about in a second at 12 all the time at halftime. That's a blessing if I catch him at 12. De'Aaron Fox. So, but yeah, Washington, Denny all the way. You know, another guy that they have good value on though is Tyus Jones.
Yeah,
they give really good value on his assists.
Yeah.
And even points. Points you gotta really catch him on the right night. If you bet him pregame, you really should only go like 10 plus, but you can get 8+ and 10+ assists for really good value from him. Even 6+ assists. They're usually like minus 180. It's great value for a point guard that's, obviously not taking a lot of shots. It's really just whether or not his two light-skinned companions, shoot the shot right when he passes it, or in Jordan Poole and Kyle Kuzma.
Yeah. Jordan Poole.
So
not like
but I like him.
His assists, yeah, for sure. I've taken his 10+ assists in a couple of those games prior to and he's had 9, 16, 15 assists. So his line for assists is going to be pretty high. I would imagine going into this game.
Nines hurt.
Yeah,
those nines hurt.
But then like the 16 and 15 are going to push him.
That
Pelicans game. Yeah.
They're not going to make his. They're not going to make his line like 11.5 though. It'd be like 7.5. I'm sure.
Yeah, if it's 7.5, I will take it
because they know he ain't. You know what I'm saying? Like, but that is a lot of assists though. Damn. Hey, they be having Hallie at 12.5. I'd be laughing at them like, bro, I will never. I don't even care if he finishes way over. I'm not taking that. So, but yeah, that's going to be a game where we'll have to pick our spots pretty well. Those are two pretty straightforward teams. So,
and then
I'm looking forward to that.
Saturday, you only got a 3-game slate, 2 of which involve New York teams. Two of which involve New York teams, and one is Detroit. So, I'm kind of staying away from all 3 of those games.
Yeah,
on Saturday.
That's about it.
And then Sunday, we get a big game to kick us off Sunday afternoon.
Milwaukee. I wouldn't say a big game. Both of these teams are fraudulent. Both of these teams are fraudulent.
Should in the
on paper
be a good game. The Bucks at the 76ers.
Yeah, Milwaukee hasn't been doing anything but getting blown out for the last 2 weeks. So
yeah,
I'm a little upset with them.
And as I've said all year, they can't rebound for anything. So whoever plays, I don't know, Embiid is out, right? Embiid is out for most, he's had meniscus. He had the same knee surgery as I did, so he could be back in a week.
I'm pretty sure he's out for the season.
Yeah, but Paul Reed, take his rebounds.
Yeah, you could take a lot of stuff for Paul Reed, actually. It's very good value.
Yeah. So I do think that maybe the 10-10, like the double-double for Paul Reed might be a
Yeah.
play there.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And about the only Bucks player that I've taken recently that's actually been good to me is Brook Lopez for like 10, 15 points, a couple
Yeah.
of threes in there.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it all depends. And then obviously like Maxey, Harris, like which way you're going to go, which one of them is going to score the points without Embiid.
Yeah. It's going to be Tyrese Maxey because Damian Lillard could not guard. He can't stop a nosebleed. Like he just balled out.
Yeah.
And he just balled out. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Smoke City.
So
Smoke City. Tyrese Maxey finna put him in a blender.
And then the other game, you've just touched on it, Sacramento at the LA Clippers. The last game rounds off the weekend. The late game on Sunday night.
It's a great matchup.
Yeah.
And they go at it. Last game. And I have my favorite NBA player to bet on is hands down De'Aaron Fox. By far. Dude's unreal. And when you catch him when he's finally hitting them threes, bro, oh my God. It's lovely. He's another guy he's like Anthony Simons. He starts slow.
Yeah.
Sometimes. I say that and he had like 14 in the first quarter the other day. Last week. Sometimes he starts slow and I always look for that. Like end of the first, he has like 6. I'm taking 30. I'm taking 30 plus 3 threes out of bro, and he's good for it. So yeah, I'm obviously gonna be eyeing that. And then the Clippers are a team like that's a team that's hard to pick. You don't know what the hell you finna get out of them. You don't know if you're gonna get Kawhi that's like wants to win or like wants the ball at all, or if you're gonna get Paul George that literally can't shoot anything. Couldn't shoot a pistol if you handed it to him. It's been insane. So James's assists are worth almost nothing now. But I think the safest thing to do on that team is bet with Kawhi Leonard. So
yeah, I would agree. And it's probably Sabonis rebound game. Yeah,
actually. Oh wait, bro. Avika Zubac bodied him the last time they played. Actually, was bodying him. So that's definitely something to keep an eye out for.
Yeah.
So, wait. I'm looking at wrong one. Make sure I'm not doing that for y'all. I have before. Yeah, bro. That game. I was so shocked at it that it was like, it was crazy. It was insane to me. What I was witnessing. So I'll definitely be keeping an eye on that. I want to see what exactly he had though, because I remember it was like a crazy double-double. It wasn't even just one of those. Like, oh damn, he had a good game. It was like, what is going on? Yep, found it. Here we are. Load that up. Come on. What my boy have? One, De'Aaron Fox had 40. Oh no. Well, yeah, no. Well, it definitely wasn't this game. I know that much. 14 and 8 though. Solid game on the offensive board. On the offensive end, he gets his value on points is literally, I think his line's at 5.5 or something like that all the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wonder if it was. Oh, I got it. I looked at the game before the last. Oh yeah, no, that was definitely the game I was thinking of. He's good on rebounds though against this team. But you are right about Sabonis. 10 last game though, you're not going to get much value for 10 rebounds out of him. So the under hit on that one. So yeah. I mean, we'll definitely have. That's going to be a fun game no matter what, because the Clippers put up 140 a couple games ago on them, and then 119 or something like that. They score a lot. Sacramento. That's one thing that I will say about Sac. Their defense is pretty bad, and I think mainly it's because of their bench. Like Huter and Monk coming off the bench is already bad for your defense. Harrison Barnes is he's pretty good, and then Sabonis he's basically your center. He's not. I don't think he's like physical enough to be a center, so he's always kind of floating, and he's not down there just being a big guy. So that's good. I like Zubac for the 9, 10 plus, and then Fox and Sabonis. I just won't get any value for him, so I kind of put him to the side. But he's always a good play, triple double shit.
Yeah, he's hit triple doubles in the third quarter multiple times this season.
Oh yeah, yeah. He's baby Jokic.
Yeah,
I won't bring up Denver right now. So I don't know what the hell's wrong with them.
Yeah.
We'll be here all day.
If you're watching us on YouTube, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button. Post in the comments what you're playing for NBA this week. If there's any sports that we're not discussing, we're in the off season of football. So if there's any sports that you want us to discuss, absolutely let us know. We could talk about anything.
I can talk about absolutely anything. It doesn't even have to be sports. If you can give me a topic and watch it.
If you can gamble on it, then we'll talk about it. And especially we'll just talk about anything.
Or you guys can come to the casino with me. We can go to the casino, take a casino trip. Had a good week at the casino last week. Yeah, man. Come check us out. Hit us up on everything. And we won't talk about all the NBA games if you ask us, because you got to come to the Discord. So he lied.
Yeah. And then like we said, we have MLS back this weekend. So week 1. It's actually kicked off Wednesday night. But yeah, we have the full slate on Saturday. Bunch of games. We kick off the first game, Columbus Crew, reigning champions, won it all last year, playing against Atlanta. And our boy is still in Atlanta.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Damn right. I got to play it.
Yeah. But yeah, this game is Atlanta were great for us last season. First game of the season, we have to rely on what happened last season and assuming that teams are going to be somewhere similar to they were last year. Like some teams will make a leap. Some teams will get slightly worse. Some teams won't, but we're not going to know that until 5 or 6 games through the season. See how these teams start to play. But these teams do have their games historically. What we're going on here have a lot of goals in them. Yeah. These, the head-to-heads, especially in Ohio, over the last 2 years, even if you're only going back to the end of 2021 season. 3-2 Atlanta, 2-2, 6-1 Columbus, 2-0, 4-2 Columbus. So one game under the 2.5, but everything else over 3.5.
Hey, Columbus was getting dizzy on their ass. What the hell?
Yeah, so Columbus Crew to score 2+ goals is hit in 5 of the last 5 games. But I don't think you're getting value on that because, you're not really getting value on I'm taking the over 2.5 because I do think Atlanta score 1. Yeah. And just in case Atlanta rock up and Gio decides that he's going to score 2 in the first half, we're going to take the over 2.5. He might, yeah. We're going to take the over 2.5 in that game. And then we get the other team that made it to the finals last year, LAFC. Yeah. They're my boys. They were my boys for a long time. Carlos Vela, ex-Arsenal player. Dennis Boanga. He's one of my picks for Golden Boot this season. Yeah, they're at home against Seattle. Same thing. Last 5 head-to-heads in LA. LAFC have won 4 out of 5. Drew the other one. They've scored 10 goals in those 5 games.
And Seattle scores. Seattle's pretty solid for us when we have
when we
have the over total goals and stuff like that. They definitely have helped us out. They've been solid in scoring. So yeah, I think that game is actually probably the one that I probably like the most, to be honest with you.
Yeah, there's definitely and LA, LAFC are not the strongest defensively.
No. The hell?
We have to see.
They got to win 3-2.
Yeah. So
like
I've taken the LAFC team total here. I like the value on it. It's -113 for them to score twice. But yeah, I don't mind the over 2.5 as well. You could play that in all three of these games that I've picked here. And then the last one I've picked is the boys Philadelphia.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
My
Danny
boy.
Gazdag. Yeah, Danny G, the big
Danny.
dog.
Hey.
He was racking up. I think based on their game where they played in the CONCACAF Champions Cup midweek, they played Saprissa. Did you play that I told you, St. Louis and Philly?
I did not.
Of course you didn't. Of course you didn't, because it cashed.
Because it hit. I know. That's why I didn't. So,
Julian Carranza scored 3, got his hat trick, flying. Still ridiculous odds for him to be Golden Boot winner as well. So take those odds while you can, because he's not going to be there for long.
What? Wait. I missed the Hattie?
Yeah.
Hey, we got to rewind earlier's episode. I pissed myself off. All right. Okay, keep going. My bad.
And Danny Gazdag got 2 assists. He assisted the second and the third. But from what I saw from the lineup, the way they lined up in that game, if they play the start of the season the same way, Danny's going to be a little bit more withdrawn from where he normally is. Like normally he's the number 10. He would normally play off the number 9. Carranza would be up top on his own, and Gazdag would play off of him, which is why he gets a lot of goals. He's the penalty taker as well. But in this game, they played 2 up front, and Danny was playing central midfield, so he was a little bit further withdrawn. So I just think we need to see how they're going to play these first before we go all in on him at the goals. I think his assists is going to be maybe the value play.
I was going to say, were both his assists just quick touch assists?
Yeah. I
would assume so, because he's...
Yeah. Or like free kick. Like I think one of them was a free kick that he put in.
Oh, really?
So, yes, I think his assists are going to definitely be a better play this
that
season.
Was not common though. I feel like
if he plays that withdrawn role a little bit more, which again we'll see a few games through the season how they're really lining up. But yeah, they're playing at home, kicking off their campaign against your boys from Chicago, the Fire. I say your boys,
they're
pay
garbage.
any attention to them.
They're horrible.
but
Danny, and screw that lineup. Screw that. Move my boy Danny back to where he got to go. We need goals this year, my boy.
Yeah, but again, Philly at home are pretty much a bet that I'm going to take most weeks.
I was going to say Philly away in Chicago is a bet you should take. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, but again, first game of the season, I do think we get some value on the home team lines, because the books are going to the books aren't going to make the assumptions that we're going to make that the teams are going to be exactly the same as last season. They're going to kind of reset the value based on some preseason games, which I'll be honest with you means absolutely F all in soccer. Like really, for in all honesty,
all in football.
So you get -148 on Philadelphia to score 2. You combine them with the LA and the 3 goals in the Columbus Atlanta game, 7 goals plus 350.
Love it.
I love that value. So that's what we've got for you for Saturday. That's like I said, that's Saturday afternoon. If you want anything soccer related on Friday, tomorrow, check out the newest episode of the SGC for all of the European soccer stuff. Pru will tell you not to miss Saturday morning.
Ever.
With the SGC.
Ever. You have, I don't even know how many more weeks in the year. You have like 47 more weeks in the year, 45. You should have all of those Saturdays. You want to be there. But yeah, you could check out the episode Friday though for, everything on the weekend. But yeah, just, you should also see it for yourself. So.
Yeah, you won't get the Saturday morning stuff.
Goal scorers. We need lineups. You know what I'm saying? We need lineups, people. We can't, we're not here 30 minutes before game time. You got to get there. We can't give you everything. I wish I would be able to tell y'all everything in the recaps, because it's just, y'all got to get there. Come on.
But yeah, that's it. Catch us tomorrow on the SGC. We'll see you this weekend on Twitter, in the Gilded chat, in the Discord. It's where you should be. Thank you for watching and listening, and we'll catch you next week playing with more house money.
Yes, sir.